There's a story to be told. It's not so long, tales for young and old. Won't you come along? Dee-diddly. Die.
Hello, me friends. So good of you to stop by today. Oh, it sure is nice to walk along the Camogue today. Beautiful blue skies. Yes. I've loved this river me whole life. I probably know every dip and curve, rock and bridge along the river. It's been me home since I was a pup. I suppose you could say the same thing about where you live, if you've never moved from where you were born. Seems like most people today move around a lot more. I see so many new faces walking by. Oh well, it's not so bad. I see this as an opportunity to get to know people and make new friends. Now, I was going to tell you something when I saw you coming this way. What was it? I thought it'd be an interesting story for you. Come on, Orin. What were you going to tell these lovely folk? You know what? I can't think of it. I'm sorry. If it comes back to me, I'll tell you for sure. Oddly enough, me being forgetful reminds me of a recent incident that I had with the missus. Do I know for sure that I haven't told you because it literally happened this past Friday. I call the story the Forgetful Friday of 2022. Ha! Normally me stories are from long ago, but not today. However, it's still a good story, and I think she'll like it. Where to begin? Oh yes. One of the things that happens to everyone as they get older, sometimes their minds get forgetful. There are many other things as well, but for now, we'll just talk about my memory. I remember one time, I couldn't find me glasses. Nope. I searched all over the den, along the riverbank and the river bottom. I was very discouraged. When I finally asked me lovely wife, she asked me to go look in the mirror. I thought that was a silly place to look. I did it, and lo and behold, me glasses were right where you see them now. They were on my face the whole time. Ha 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 ha. Don't even ask me why I thought I wasn't wearing them. Yes, so, back to the story. So, on Friday, I was supposed to meet Mrs. Orin at our friend's house for dinner. She was going on ahead of me, and so she had some errands to run on the way over. She asked me if I wanted her to write me a note to help me remember. I said no, thank you. I'm perfectly capable of remembering where to go for dinner. That was a big mistake. Off she went, and off I went to go visit with me old friend up the river. Seamus is his name. Lovely otter. Well, Seamus and I were having a grand old time. We got to sharing stories from long ago, had some hearty laughs. While we were walking along the banks, Seamus and I saw a huge trout jump out of the water. We didn't have to say a word to each other, and we were off chasing the monstrous trout. Together we dipped and dove and worked as a team to corner the fish. It was the best catch either of us had in a long time. We brought it back to his den and had a feast. While we were enjoying the fish, I had a nagging feeling. There was something that kept rolling around in my mind about my wife. I couldn't quite put my paw on it. After our feast, Seamus put on a fire and we both dozed off. Have you ever felt tired after a big meal? You too? When I awoke, I was shocked how late it was. I said I'd better get back to the den or Mrs. Orin would be getting worried about me. In reality, it was me that should have been getting worried. I strolled into the den and found Mrs. Orin sitting on her chair looking very upset. I thought maybe something happened to her, so I went right over to ask her what was wrong. I probably don't have to tell you what happened. I had completely forgotten about Mrs. Orin and our plans with our friends. Oh, I had to apologize. A lot. It was my fault for not remembering, and I should have taught more of me wife. Do you know, there's something and someone, I should say, who never stops thinking about you. In fact, he thinks of you more times than you and I could count in an entire lifetime. That's a lot of years. We may be forgetful, but God is never forgetful. Psalm 139, 17 through 18, tells a very important truth about him. It says this: "How precious to me are your thoughts, O God. How vast the number of them. If I were to count them, they would outnumber the grains of sand." Imagine you went to the beach and you looked at all the sand under your little toes. Then you counted every little grain under your feet and on the whole beach. That's something very hard to imagine. But if you could, that would be just the beginning of how many times God thinks of you and me. Wow. So, the next time you think you aren't being thought of much or even forgotten, remember, God is thinking about you more times than you can count. Well, that's a great story today. Well, I should be getting going. It was so good to see you, my friends. Thanks for stopping by and letting old Orin share some stories. Take care. We'll be seeing you. Talking later. Bye-bye.
There's a story to be told. It's not so long, tales for young and old. Won't you come along? Tee-diddly-die, tee-diddly-die, tee-diddly-die.